Hi, okay, so I wanted to show you quickly some of the items that you got and how to use them. So I'm going to first start with the face wash and the lotion. So I use this every day. I use it morning and night. It's my face wash. And then after I wash my face, I use my Divine morning and night. So basically all you need is to wash your face is like that much, and that should be sufficient. And then as far as moisturizer is concerned, I would say maybe like 2 pumps, if that, and just, you know, all over your face. The uplift, I forgot to grab that, but I use that as well. And basically what you want to do is just touch a little bit of the serum on your fingers, rub them together, and pat like this. Pat like that, kind of wrap it around the eye a little bit, and then that's your eye serum. I use that at night. I don't use it in the morning because it has the oils and stuff. It will probably cause your makeup to run. That's an evening thing, so it can work while you sleep. So the next thing, your brushes. So basically the first brush is that big powder puff brush. This brush I basically use with the compact press powder, or the mineral powder that I think you got as well. So you tap and swirl. And that's how to apply the pressed or the mineral powder that you received. Okay, the next thing is the blusher brush, and it's angled, as you can see. So it's good to get the apples of the cheeks when you're applying your blush, and that's really how I use that. The next one is the foundation brush, and I use this with either my BB cream, which is right here, or I use it with my cream foundation. So if I'm going to use my cream foundation, basically what I do is just tap it into the foundation, and I use this on my nose. So I basically spot treat because I have a lot of redness on my nose, and I get a lot of redness right in here. So I spot treat those areas with my brush, and then after I'm done spot treating, that is when I use my either compact or the mineralized powder all over the face. If you do have the compact, you can also use the sponge and just kind of, you know, tap and swipe. You can throw it in your bag. And so that's how I use those. So the next ones, actually you do have, a smaller concealer brush too, and basically this does the same as this. This is just kind of like a smaller spot treat type brush. Okay, the next ones are your eye brushes. So you have your deluxe brush, you have your liner and shader brush, and you have your crease brush. So what I do with my deluxe brush is I use this to apply my shadows. So I have the shadows right here, and what you want to do is, this is the Beautiful like you have, and I think you got Sexy, but I'm not sure. You did get a lighter one. So basically what I do is I just turn it over, tap, even with the handle, tap some of the shadow into the lid so you can see it's in there, and then with either a little bit of tap water or a little bit of your rose water, you just add a little bit so it creates kind of like a powdery cream, and then you get it onto the brush, and you can see I did it on one eye here. I haven't done the second eye yet, but you just, you know, kind of swipe some of the excess off, and you just swipe onto the lid. So I shouldn't say just swipe, I usually pat. And you can see it's going on nicely, but it lasts. This turns into like a cream powder, and it's great because it lasts all day. This is a little hard to do on the phone, but I know you can see it doesn't look very good considering the fact that I'm using a phone to apply this. But there, you can see that it's all over the lid. And then as far as the darker one is concerned, the Beautiful that you have, same thing, turn and tap. So get a little bit into the cap, and then with your crease brush, just swirl it in tap off the excess, and I basically swirl and swipe into the outer corner of the eye. So it just creates a little bit of dimension to the eye, but you can see there that it creates just a little bit of shadow dimension to the outer area of the eye, and then it lightens up the farther in you go because you have the lighter color. You can also feel free to use this all over your lid as well, like for a darker color. It's not, you can make it a lighter brown, or you can make it darker if you just apply more color. And then as far as the liner shader brush, you can use this to kind of do the same thing, the shader portion of it, and use that with your shadow, even go back and shade. And then the liner, the angled, you can go into your darker liner, or darker powder, and same thing, tap, and then you can use it, you wet it down, and then you use it as an actual liner. The powders can be used as eyeliners as well. So I think that covers the brushes. And then let's see, so sorry, I'm trying to get over this cold that I have with Kellen. So the next thing you have is the blush. I love this stuff. I actually patted a little bit on my lips and then put my clear gloss over it. I do have some on right now, but same thing, tap into the lid, then tap the excess off of this one. And then you're going to want to grab your blusher brush, and you're going to want to swirl into the cap, tap the excess off, and then you're just going to want to go over the apples of the cheeks. I have some on, so this is going to look completely overkill, but maybe a little bit on the temples if you want, but just a light, that's way too much just because I've already put an application on. So anyway, kind of blend some of this in so it's not so heavy on my cheeks. Okay, so there you have that. So next is the mascara. So you have the gel, fiber, and they're both listed, or they're both labeled gel and fiber. So I do use an eyelash curler. I've started using one again just because I kind of like, I like the results that I get. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to apply the gel first, and I am going to not apply to this eye. I already applied to this eye, so you can see the difference, but I want to do a little tutorial, so I'm leaving this eye naked right now. But basically you just apply the gel, and then you apply so you want to coat the lashes. That wasn't a very much of a coat because I've already put it on. But you want to coat the lashes with the gel, and then you just apply the fibers to the middle, to the ends of the lashes. So you can kind of see they should be adhering to the gel. And then you go back with your gel, and you can kind of like get the excess gel off by just, you know, kind of swiping it over the top of the tube. And then you just apply the gel again to seal those lashes in, or seal the fibers in. And then I apply the gel to the bottom lash. I don't apply fibers. And that is it. So always start with a clean canvas, which means use your face wash morning and night, and use your Divine Moisturizer morning and night. Use your uplift at night. And again, just tap, and I'm sorry, I completely forgot it in the bathroom. And if you have any questions on how any of this stuff works, let me know, and I am happy to help you anytime. But hopefully this gives you kind of a quick run through. Obviously you don't need to use everything together. The only things I use daily is the gloss, the mascara, the blush, and sometimes the pressed powder and the cream. And that's quick because it's literally like dab dab on my nose, and kind of blend it all in with the powder. So again, let me know if you have any questions, and I'm happy to help. I think I forgot one thing, the lash comb brush. This is like one of the most important, but anyway, use for your brows. And then the comb part is amazing because it literally like combs through your lashes. So if you ever get any little clumps or anything, just run this through and it will soften everything out and straighten everything out. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.